Welcome back, everybody, to another video, the first one in over a month. Today, we're going to be rebuilding the Cincinnati Bengals, who are currently 2-8-1, I'm pretty sure. You know, Joe Burrow got hurt last week, actually 2 weeks ago. The only thing that was exciting about this year was seeing the development of Joe Burrow, and it's been shattered. So, we're going to try to rebuild this team around Joe Burrow and try to win a Super Bowl in 3 years. I'm not doing 5 because 5 takes too long. The video's like 40 minutes. This one's hopefully going to be between 20 to 30 minutes maybe. And let's go ahead here and jump right into it. At QB, obviously we have Joe Burrow, but he's hurt in real life. The Bengals are starting Brandon Allen, but I'm going to start, well, the thing already has Ryan Finley there, so we're just going to do it that way. At receiver, we have A.J. Green. Probably, this could be his last year in Cincinnati, 82 overall, star development. He's only going to regress. But we do have some solid players to replace him, like Tyler Boyd, who's already one of the league's best slot receivers. He's an 85 overall star development, 25, so should hopefully get into the 90s. We also have T. Higgins, who only has normal development, but he has looked pretty solid so far. 76 overall, 21 years old, so he also still has some development to do. And we have Auden Tate, who's just mainly a red zone threat receiver. Yeah, he's 76 physical and everything else is like not very good, so might switch. The thing I do all the time is switch him to tight end, but I don't know, we'll see how he can do this year. Running back, Joe Mixon's out for a couple of weeks. The big problem of this team is probably the offensive line. You know, the best player is Jonah Williams, and after that, literally nothing else. Maybe we have something there in Billy Price if he, just plays good, but outside of that, you have literally nothing. Tight end is Drew Sample. I'm pretty sure week 2, C.J. Uzomah like towards the ACL or something. So this team's kind of banged up on offense. On defense, though, the strongest part I'd probably say is our safeties. Because Jesse Bates is probably the best safety in the NFL, 88 overall, star development, 23 years old. He should be one of the best in the NFL. We have also signed Von Bell, who's one of our free agent signings. He's a 70 overall star development, so we have something there. Linebacker core in Madden isn't the greatest, but Logan Wilson is a 76 overall, well 74. But we're moving down to linebacker. Defensive line is pretty. You have Sam Hubbard, Carl Lawson, that's something there. Corner, we have William Jackson, Mackenzie Alexander, Trey Waynes, who doesn't play it at all. Alright, we're going to be turn on auto scouting. I'm going to realize the Bengals did lose this game 19-17, but I don't feel like forcing a win. Just kind of want to make this video and get out some content for you guys. Players to re-sign. The only guy I'm really considering is William Jackson and Carl Lawson. But we'll negotiate them at the end of the season right now. We'll see how they do for the rest of the season. So let's go ahead and simulate to the playoffs. Alright, what a shocker. We did not make the playoffs. We finished 3-12-1, which is probably what we're going to finish in real life. We'll check out the stats. These are, most of these are actual stats, but Joe Burrow finished 30 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Ryan Finley wasn't too great. Rushing attack wasn't awesome either. Receiving, only real bright spot was T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. T. Higgins, 59 catches, 782 yards, 5 touchdowns. Tyler Boyd, nearly 1,000 yards, almost 100 catches. They don't calculate sacks or sacks allowed. Sack collecting with 9.5 from Carl Lawson. Interceptions to a couple guys with 2. Yearly awards. MVP is Russell Wilson, which I expect him to win in real life as well. Coach of the Year, Andy Reid. AFC Offensive Player of the Year is Patrick Mahomes. No Bengals. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Myles Garrett. No Bengals. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Justin Herbert. 5 is Joe Burrow. I don't know how I finished 5. Teagan's at 9. This is probably going to be accurate to real life. Herbert probably is going to win it, and Edwards-Helaire will be a close second. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Patrick Queen. Logan Wilson at 2. Very nice. Best QB Mahomes, running back Henry, receiver Hill, lineman Nelson, and those are just some of the quick ones. And no award winners. Oh, I always forget to do that. Now let's go ahead and simulate to the off season. Alright, now we are in the re-sign period. As you can tell, Super Bowl 55 winner is the new one. It's 42-34, which could be an accurate Super Bowl. So now we have some players to re-sign. 27 players, that is a lot. Carl Lawson, who had a pretty good year, I want to get him to a less money. What about 4-year, 38.9? He's not interested in signing. Are you serious? Trying to take 18 mil. Jackson, who's probably been our best corner. Like a 3-year deal. How about that? 3-year, 25.7. Well, Jackson comes. I'm just having Sean Payton. Looks like he wants to Super Bowl, and he was like, "All right, I'm done." So let's go ahead and go into free agency. We get accepted by Carl Lawson, rejected by Chase Roulier. Of course, we get rejected by the lineman. All right, we'll take. All right, so we bid on Joey Slide. We get him. We get Mike Pouncey. And click the punter. Still has not accepted the contract. So move here and move on and take the tight end because he just goes off. 5th-year option. I'm assuming it's for Billy Price. No, because then that means we're gonna have to pay him like a top, was it 5 or 10 player in his position, and he's not even close to that. So here and start the NFL draft. The draft recap. Our first 3 picks were actually decent. We're actually decent in our starter potential. I thought Twyman. I've seen a lot of people talk about how good he is. Apparently, he's not good in this draft class. Jack Anderson I already knew, so it's kind of like Molden. I just kind of picked off him because I'm like early in the year. I'm pretty sure he was projected like 1st round talent, so I just took him because. All right, so this is the actual starting roster heading into this year. Dragon is kind of useless right now. I don't care. Okay, so the offensive line looks improved right now. Jack Anderson probably has star development. I'm going to assume Sewell has superstar. I mean, I hope he does because if he has star, that's kind of disrespectful. On defense, nothing's really changed at all. Actually, nothing's changed. It's the same defense from before. So, really only the offense has changed. I mean, it's changed quite a bit. So, let's go ahead and maybe make a couple of trades, and then we'll send to midseason. So, a trade has been accepted. We traded away Geno Atkins and Michael Jordan for the Jets' projected 65th overall pick in the 3rd round. Trade away Atkins. He was normal dev. He regressed like 3 overall points. And Michael Jordan, who's like a depth lineman right now. For a 3rd round pick. So I will take that trade. That's the only trade I'm going to make. So now let's go ahead here and simulate to the midseason mark. Here we are midway through the first official season. We are currently 3-4. So any development traits revealed at all? Or no? Sewell has superstar development. That is amazing. Anderson has star development. Burrow's up to an 80. Twyman's up to a 70. Alright, we're doing better than I expected. Now we need to go ahead here and resign some key players. So, Jesse Bates is the only locked in player right now. Jesse Bates wants a 5-year extension, and you 100% deserve this. You've been fantastic this year. And we get Jesse Bates. That's all I wanted to get. So we're going to go ahead here and simulate to the playoffs. Alright, so we did not make the playoffs. We finished the year 8-8. All okay. 8-8 was better than I was expecting to do. Alright. So we are 80 overall across the board. Let's go ahead here and check out the stats. 4,352 yards, 35 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. You need to lower those interceptions because that's almost a interception a game. Rushing. Mixon broke 1,000 yards and had double-digit touchdowns. Receiving, Leading receiver was Tyler Boyd. 102 catches, 1,466 yards, and 16 touchdowns. What a season. Auden Tate only had 3 touchdowns. T. Higgins had 7 touchdowns. Stanley Morgan wasn't too bad either. So that's probably superstar development right there. Sacks allowed. P9 Sewell let up 13. Defensively, led our team in tackles was Logan Wilson. Tackles for loss, though, was 22 from Sam Hubbard. Quarterback sacks, 6.5 led our team. Interceptions, 2 from Wilson, 2 from Waynes, 2 from Bates, and 2 from Bell. Kicking, Sly missed 6 field goals. Yearly awards, MVP is Drew Brees, and most likely his final year. Burrow at 9. Where were we for Coach of the Year? Not up there. In fact, Taylor was for the Texans. AFC Offensive Player of the Year is Baker Mayfield. Burrow at 6. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Tremaine Edmonds. No Bengals. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Zach Wilson of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Trevor Lawrence at 2. Jamar Chase down there. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Javon Holland. Jalen Twyman at 5. Best QB is Mayfield. The running back is Nick Chubb. Receiver, Tyler Boyd. There we go. Best offensive lineman is Nelson. Defensive lineman J.J. Watt. Linebacker Jadeveon Clowney. Defensive back A.J. Boye. And kicker Harrison Butker. So we had an award winner. And that's really good. So let's go ahead here and simulate to the offseason. Alright, Super Bowl 56 between the Colts and Eagles. The Colts emerge victorious. So, alright, re-sign period. Auden Tate. I think this is a fair deal. Alright, Auden Tate comes back. But, alright, we re-sign Auden Tate. That's it. Let's go ahead and go to free agency. Alright, so looking at some of our free agent signings, it looks like we got Michael Gallup, we got Bilal Nichols, we got Jair Alexander. So some 3 very, very good players right there. We are building a super team down here in Cincinnati. We got J.K. Scott. We have a 5th-year option. Who is it for? Jonah Williams? Yes. We are going to keep Jonah Williams around. And then next will have to be Joe Burrow. Be tiers from that would be final years. So we got Trey Turner. So now, let's go to the draft. So we got a couple starters. We got Juwan Banks, Kyrie Walton's probably gonna be a starter. CPU, really did a great job. They drafted Chip Gardner. They drafted Leo Risa, 67 overall, 94 speed. Alright, interesting. The starting roster, 84 overall, 85 offense, 84 defense. So this team is looking like to be a team to beat in the AFC this year. For some reason they moved around the offensive line. I don't know why. Oh, he's always been a right guard. Oh, alright, maybe they fixed that. This team looks like a really good team. You could still maybe prove an outside linebacker. The defense actually looks different this year than last year. But let's go ahead and simulate to midseason of year number 2. Alright, midway through the year, and we are 6-1. Let's go. Still not on top of the division though. We have some players to re-sign. Von Bell. How about that, Von? There we go. 1, if we do not make the playoffs, this game is absolutely rigged. So let's go to the playoffs. We somehow did not get a bye. We won 4 more games the rest of the year. Great. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but you guys probably saw it when I was doing the team recap. But some developments have changed. Tyler Boyd is now up to superstar development. On defense, Wilson's up to star development. So I don't really know if you guys saw those, but just showing you guys right now. Burrow's an 86 overall. Sewell's almost an 85. The typical stuff. We almost have a 90 overall offense. Alright, going against the New England Patriots, and we do 41-31. Now going against a player that was in our division, and in Baker Mayfield. Going against Baker Mayfield-led Jacksonville Jaguars. Hopefully we get a win. Lose 38-20. Sad. I mean, hey, at least we won a playoff game. We haven't done that in like 30 years or something. It's been forever. Alright, now let's go ahead and simulate to the off season. As you can see, Super Bowl 57 champions are the Dallas Cowboys, 34-28. I did not even check out the stats, so let's go ahead and check those out. Joe Burrow had a better year. I don't know if he had more yards, but he had more touchdowns, less receptions, better completion percentage. An overall really great season from Joe Burrow. Rushing, Joe Mixon broke 1,000 yards for his second year in a row. Receiving, Tyler Boyd was phenomenal. So was Michael Gallup, 2 1,000-yard receivers, 12 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns for Auden Tate. Wow, this was a really good year. I've never had two players on my team go for 1,000 yards. Blocking, 11 sacks, led up by Penei Sewell. Not bad. Tackles for loss, 11 from Kyrie Walton. Sacks. I don't think this playbook is meant to get a lot of sacks, so I don't really expect like double-digit sacks too often. Interceptions, 3 from Von Bell, 3 from Jair Alexander. Joe Sly missed 3 field goals. We had a top 5 offense, and we had a top 10 defense. NFL MVP is Lamar Jackson for the second time. Joe Burrow at 5. Coach of the Year is not us. We're at 7. AFC Defensive Player of the Year is Lamar Jackson. Burrow at 5. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Myles Garrett. No Bengals. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Elton Allen. Leo Reese, or running back who only had like 20 carries for some reason, finished second. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jamal Whitehead. Kyrie Walton at 2. Best QB is Lamar. Running back is Derrick Henry. Wide receiver is Tyler Boyd for the second year in a row. Offensive lineman is Ronnie Stanley. Defensive lineman Myles Garrett. Linebacker TJ Watt. A lot of Hall of Famers retire this offseason. I didn't see any Bengals in there, which is great. Mike Pouncey, we'll keep him for this year. I highly doubt he's going to resign because veterans don't want to resign for, I increased the offer. And Pratt, that's pretty cheap. Alright, we bring him back. And let's go ahead and go to free agents. We got Richburg. Bobby, there we go. We got Bobby Wagner. Alright, 5th year options. Joe Burrow's name. Yes, I want to keep him long term. At least they fixed this thing, because usually it would say he barely saw the field last season. And it's like, he's our starting quarterback. How did he barely see the field? Unless he got hurt or something. I'm glad they fixed that. So, to the draft. So let's see what we could use. Offense is settled. It looks like Boyd is up to an X Factor, which is great. He has Yakuba, Matchup Nightmare, Deep Out Elite. Those seem reasonable. Pretty sure Mixon was a superstar, but he's down to the start of now. Offense. Really, what could we use? I want to start looking Wilson outside linebacker. There we go. What could we really use? Maybe there's a really, really good late round defensive end. I don't really think we're gonna improve on much. A better backup running back, I don't know. But we'll see. We will see what we can get in the draft. Back to draft class. We're really stacked. Look at this. 78, 70, 73, 73, 70. Look at this. We had nobody below a 70 until the 5th round. Alright. Starter. We have three potential starters in one draft. My favorite player. Alright, so the roster heading into the final year, there's no point in sending to the midseason since this is the final year. The final team is looking like so. We have Joe Burrow, who's been a stud. Tyler Boyd, who's been the best receiver in the game so far. Offensive line, which I was looking to improve, has improved a whole lot. Basically, this offense looks a lot different. Well, a couple positions changed here and there. Defense, it's basically the same. We could maybe improve on corner, but alright, game. I'm gonna put Logan Wilson at outside linebacker, or you're gonna make me change the position. Sick. Just awesome game. This is a pretty good team, honestly. If I just have the basic sliders. If I had the actual XP sliders, this is gonna be like a 90 overall. I tell you that. To the playoffs. All right, we finished the year 13-3, but we get a wild card spot. As now there's only one team that gets a first round bye, and it's the Chiefs. If we were doing this in Madden 20, we would get a first round bye. But this is 21. Now there's only one team that gets a first round bye, and this time it was the Kansas City Chiefs. I swear to God, if we lose to the 8-8 Tennessee Titans, I'm going to be pretty darn mad. Alright, anyways, wild card. Going against the Tennessee Titans, this should be an easy dub. We win 31-21, now going by the Tua Tagovailoa-led Dolphins. I almost forgot the name there. Dolphins. Should be another easy win. We win. Alright, you're facing the team that we didn't get a first round bye because of. So let's try to get our revenge. 14-2 Chiefs, 13-3 Bengals. Game of the year. We are in the Super Bowl. Okay. Going against the Seattle Seahawks, we are in the Super Bowl. I've never won a Super Bowl in a rebuild. I think in a long time. I'm pretty sure it was the Broncos rebuild in Madden 20. It's not since the last time I won a Super Bowl in a rebuild. So we're gonna go ahead here. I'm not gonna play the full game. Actually, hold on. So Joe Burrow, 39 touchdowns. Look at that. Hopefully that happens in real life. Joe Mixon, 1,000 yards again. Vincent, 9 touchdowns. Receiving, Boyd just overpowered, I guess. My Gallup had a good year. Onte had a good year. Higgins wasn't too bad. Blocking was a whole lot better. Defensively, Bob Wagner had a pretty dang good year. A couple tackles for loss. Don't expect us to get an insane amount of sacks. Interceptions, 5 from Jair Alexander. Alright, we had a top 5 offense. And we had not a very good defense. Sorry. Yearly awards MVP is Justin Herbert. It's not Joe Burrow. How does Joe Burrow leads the league in passing touchdowns and finishes 4th? Mahomes. Coach of the year. We don't even win Coach of the Year. It's Matt Patricia. Excellent Player of the Year is Justin Herbert. We're at 3. Defensive Player of the Year, Devin Bush. Jair at 7. Offensive Rookie of the Year is John Vincent. Eric Short at 3. Cameron Pitts at 8. Defensive Rookie of the Year is D'Angelo Miles. No Bengals. Best QB is Joe Burrow. Alright, we'll take that. Best running back is Joe Mixon. Best receiver is Steven Sims. So we have the best quarterback and best running back and best defensive back. The best year I've ever had in Madden history. Let's go ahead here. Okay. Let's check out development. This is the actual final team. Mixon's up to superstar now. Burrow's up to an X Factor. Defensively, Logan Wilson's at superstar. Wow. Jair's at a 99 overall. This is been one of my most successful rebuilds. All right, now let's go into the game against the Seattle Seahawks. We took their linebacker. I don't know if that really means too much to that year's team, because we drafted 2 X Factors in the same year. We had like a 92 overall team, and we didn't make the playoffs once. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure we've won a total of 2 Super Bowls in actually 3 Super Bowls in the channel history. This time we're going against the Seattle Seahawks. The Super Bowl. 13-3 Bengals, 10-6 Seahawks, led by Dan Quinn. Why are all these quarter coaches that got fired this year going off? Like Patricia wins Coach of the Year, Dan Quinn leads the Seahawks to the Super Bowl. All right, so we're gonna go normal, and we're gonna go to the end of the game.
This is Super Bowl. Let's see what we can do offense. Third rush by Mixon, third rush by Gallup, first down carry. All right, catch by Tyler Boyd, incomplete pass, 3 and 2, incomplete pass. Right. So not too much happens on our first drive. Wilson throws 2 straight incompletions, 3 and 10, and alright, we get the ball right back. Incomplete pass, 15-yard catch by Tyler Boyd, 11-yard catch by Auden Tate, 9 yards by Joe Mixon, touchdown Dorian O'Daniel, 4 yards by Joe Mixon, 4 yards by Joe Mixon, 9 yards by Joe Mixon for the touchdown. We're now at 7-0 against the Seahawks. Touchdown Ben Cleveland, 13-yard catch by DK Metcalf, 11-yard catch by Metcalf, 10-yard reception by Will Disley, 2 yards by Chris Carson, and then Chris Carson runs for the touchdown. So the Seahawks respond, tied 7-7. See if we scored for them in the first quarter. 11-yard catch by Eric Short, 11 yards by John Vincent. Is it Jones? I don't know. Penalty on Weston Richburg, I don't know what happened there. 2nd and 14, penalty on Jamal Adams. 7-yard catch by Michael Gallup. 8 yards by John Vincent. 8 yards by John Vincent at the 1. Loss of 3, 3rd and goal, incomplete. And you give me fake field goal. Are you kidding me? Alright, so no points on that drive, and we get the ball right back. Awesome, defense playing phenomenal. Alright, 3rd and 8, 3rd catch by Higgins. Alright, still pat 7-7. Rush, 3rd and 4, incomplete pass. Our defense is playing awesome. 3rd rush by Joe Mixon. 5 rush by Joe Mixon. 7-yard catch by Michael Gallup. Kelton Alton Robinson. Okay, 3rd rush by Tyler Boyd. Incomplete. 10-yard catch by Michael Gallup. Big pass from Joe Burrow. 14-yard catch. 2-yard reception. Penalty on Bryce Sewell. 10-yard catch. 18-yard reception. Knocked over Dorian O'Daniel. Knocked over. Come on. And dropped right. Alright, no Tyler Ray with a field goal there. Seahawks looking to score before halftime. Come on, don't let him get momentum. Pass. 3. 10-yard catch. Come on. First left touchdown. Fourth halftime. Yeah. Bengals are far prone to do that. Alright, down by 4. Seahawks start with the ball. Catch the Lucas 3rd and 4. Sacked by Tyree Walton. Let's go. Alright, starting at 6. Offense is driving downfield. A couple big completions. And then get nothing there. Mixon for the first down. We need to score a touchdown. 11 rush by Mixon. We're at the 9. 7 rush by John Vincent. Touchdown, alright. We take away your back with 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 6, incomplete pass. We get intercepted by Wagner going against his former team. Gets a pick in the Super Bowl. Alright, 3rd and 5. 4 catch by John Vincent. Come on. No, touchdown would be amazing. Touchdown, we're up by 10. A minute and a half left in the 3rd quarter. Incomplete pass by Russell Wilson. 20-yard catch by Metcalf. I think he's going to get stopped. 3rd and 3. Alright, ready to go for it. No, alright, roll up by touchdown. Alright, offense is moving the ball very quickly. Okay, first down catch by Tyler Boyd. We're at the 1. Loss of 3. 1-yard rush. Touchdown! Ooh, we're back up by 2 scores. Good pass. Good pass. Good pass, come on. Let's go, we can stop. Our defense is playing phenomenal. Alright, we're up by 17 now. It's very hard for the Seahawks to win. First by Russell Wilson. Alright, catch by Tyler Lockett. I'm pretty sure we have this Super Bowl under wraps. I mean, I should stop talking because they're actually done at the work, but never mind, Ball Wagner gets his 2nd interception of the game.
That's the game. We win the Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks 34-17. Our defense absolutely was dominant in the second half. Offense took care of its job, and the Bengals are Super Bowl champions for the first time in franchise history. Looks like I've successfully rebuilt the Bengals. And I'm pretty sure last time we rebuilt the Bengals wasn't really too successful. We win a Super Bowl, first one in Bengals history, and hopefully plenty more. But this is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I actually want to see Super Bowl MVP. It is Bobby Wagner with his 2 interceptions against his former team as well. Bobby Wagner was clean in that Bengals uniform. And a couple, after the game, talks. You got the black and orange confetti raining down from the skies in US Bank Stadium. And there is Joe Burrow winning one of hopefully many Super Bowls for the Bengals with Wagner, Mixon, even though it might not look like Mixon, and Tyler Boyd all up there, and me in the back. There is Joe Burrow holding up that Super Bowl trophy. Hopefully that becomes a a sight you usually see. We win the Super Bowl 34-17. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next Madden 21 rebuild.